Hello people, this is Bob from Kharischangeworks. Guys, I hope you are well. I was given this little saying by my mom the other day, and I really think that in today's society this is really important for us to understand and actually have our thinking a little bit agitated by really considering not only where we are in the world politically, but also who we are as people as a result of where we are politically in the world. What is this saying? The saying says this: character is how you treat people when they can do nothing for you. Character is how you treat people when they can do nothing for you. It's good, isn't it? In the job I do now, at this moment in time, hopefully that will change soon, I have noticed how selfish people have become. At this point in time, it's a matter of taking some items which they've purchased from somewhere and I take it to their house. Okay? From time to time, I park up in a particular spot because in the locality of that particular stop, then there is multiple houses that I might need to attend to in terms of giving people their items. So what I've noticed is I might have, for argument's sake, a couple of square boxes, an envelope, let's pretend, and a plastic bag of some sort, and I'm going to say 2 houses, neighbors, and let's pretend that the envelope is for neighbor A and everything else is for neighbor B. But neighbor A, I can see, is sitting in the living room as I approach the house. So I choose to go to neighbor A because I can see that they're in. I don't know about neighbor B because let's pretend the curtains are drawn or the blinds are shut or something. Let's just pretend. So I approach neighbor A, who's only got the envelope. So I'll knock on the door, I'll ring the bell, I'll make them aware that I'm at the front door. And the process is, on my phone, I need to scan a particular code to say, hey, I'm here for the application to recognize that this letter is about, or this parcel, envelope, box, whatever, this item is about to be delivered to the recipient who's purchased it, and it scans it and it says, yep, you're at the right place. The individual comes and I say, and I've got my hands like this, and I say, the top item is yours. I might even scan it whilst they're there. Bing, and I scan it and I say, the top product is yours. And 95% of the time, people go for everything. They want to take everything that I have in my hands. And I have to say to them, no, the top item is yours. And the look of confusion I get virtually every time is, what do you mean the top item is mine? You've got all these things in your hands. Surely they must be mine. I hear the cogs going in their heads. And when I say to him, no, the top one's yours, everything else is for your neighbor there, or whatever the case might be. And I've come to realize that people have become so selfish, greedy even. Could it be that it is just because that's how they are? Because if that's the case, 99.9% of the population that I've been to must be like that. Now I reckon the odds are not quite so, because I don't think everybody is that selfish or greedy that they want everything that is at their front door, not particularly knowing that it's not necessarily theirs. I mean, at the end of the day, they're the one that's purchased one or two items. And if the delivery driver comes out there with 10 parcels, surely they would remember that they only purchased one or two, not 10. Doesn't seem to work like that, really. Now, why have I told you this? It is because I think this pandemic has helped and assisted us to become a little bit more, it's all about me now. Pay attention to me. I also believe that in this time, this last 2 years or so, that there's been an explosion of the narc behavior in terms of recognizing narc behavior. Relationship problems, debt, other things that we have not necessarily noticed. This squeeze has produced an overflow of it. And likewise, what I'm talking about here, I think is a byproduct of the said squeeze. Now, has this become part of who we are as an individual, as a people, as a society? Or have we always been like this? Bearing in mind, the saying says, character is how we treat people when they can do nothing for us. Is this how our character has changed? Or is this how we've always been in our character, but it's been hidden under good behavior, and this lockdown stuff has exposed it? I don't really know. But consider this. Your character is shown, it's reflected to the world when the recipient of your service can do nothing for you, when they are defenseless against you. How you treat them speaks volume of you. I've also often said that when people talk bad about someone, or lies about them, or lies to them, it doesn't say a lot about the hearer. It says volumes about the speaker. Volumes. So what I want to say to you today is simply this. Your character is like a light and a mirror. It shines the light on what you are in terms of your character, who you are as an individual. And then the mirror is, it reflects it to society for all to see. I've made a little video a couple of years back where I talk about nature and character and reputation. It's only 30 seconds or so. You will find it in the miscellaneous playlist somewhere. And I really believe that in today's society, people's character has been eroded by the cancer of lockdown. The restrictions. Not only in where we can and cannot go, what we can and cannot say, what we can and cannot do. But I want you to recall maybe a year or so ago, after making of this particular video, that there was a massive shortage of toilet paper and nappies and bread and all sorts of stuff, flour and all manner of things. And I wonder if that was the seed that just sparked into people's minds and behaviors about, oh man, I can't do this, I can't do the other. And now that there's not quite the same issue, albeit that I'm seeing it creeping in, where the people have just gone, oh, it's all about me, and they don't care so much about others. I don't know. How has your character been affected by this COVID experience? How has your character changed as a result of this experience? If it has it changed for the better? Or has it changed in a way that people go, they used to be quite nice, but now they're not? It's an interesting one. My encouragement for you today is simply this. Be kind to people. Speak well of them. You don't know what battles they are facing. Kharischangeworks is about being gracious. And when you're gracious, it speaks volumes. My encouragement to you is simply this. Let your character shine, because ultimately it does, but let it shine in terms of who you truly are and not necessarily who you've become in the event that you might have changed into someone that you are not. Character is how you treat people when they can do nothing for you. Pay attention to your behavior. Become aware of how you speak, how you react. Because it is that is loud and clear to the people who look and listen and take note of things. So all I want to say, I think it's important that we pay attention to our characters, because I do believe that if we become aware of things, we can change things. It is when we are not aware, that's when we continue in the same vein, not necessarily understanding and being aware of the potential damage that we're doing. It is what it is. I don't know what you think of this video or the content in it. But whatever it is, let us know in the comments. And let's discuss this thing. Please to all the YouTube admin, like, share, subscribe, comment. Guys, you know exactly what to do. But for now, this is Mark from Kharischangeworks, and I'll speak to you soon.